Do you need anything, ma'am?
Could you get me a beer?
A lot of Twin Cities theater companies attempt adaptations, but few do it as inventively as Laura Leffler McCabe and Candy Billick. Together, they've put together a musical adaptation of The Awakening, a novel by Kate Chopin. We're going to step into a rehearsal, listen to some of the music, look at some of the movement, and talk with the creators about how they took this novel and made it their own on this 3-Minute Egg.
When may I come to your studio? Tomorrow?
No.
The day after.
No.
Please
No.
don't refuse me.
No.
I know something of such things.
Good night.
I might help you with a stray suggestion or two.
Why don't you go after I've said goodnight? I don't like you.
The thing that's really cool about The Awakening, the book, is that there are these beautiful passages of dialogue and it's very natural, there's all this realism, and then suddenly it's sort of this explosion into this non-linear expressionism. So what I was most interested in was being able to bring that to the stage. How do you pair this naturalistic, realistic dialogue, and then you have these moments that are abstract and beautiful, representing the characters' inner turmoil. Music is a key theme in the book, and so I knew that music was important. The character, how the main character relates to music is really important in the theme and in the development of the plot. Words struggle blindly, ruin, void. There's a lot of music mentioned in the book. Chopin comes up a number of times, so I thought about his music and just the general musical climate of the 1890s. Some of the things that I looked at as being more literal for the period came out as whole tone clusters built with all the notes a whole tone apart, because you find those sorts of chords in a lot of piano music at the time, the sort of home music and art songs that a lot of people were doing. And then on the modern end, it was some of my own style and finding things that don't necessarily fit the same the structure of pieces at the time. I'm not trying to fit everything into the structure. There are some party scenes where it helps that they're that way.
If I were young and in love with a man, it seems to me he would have to be some great mind. A man with lofty aims and the ability to reach them. I should never deem a man of ordinary caliber worthy of my devotion.
The actors each play a couple of characters, and then they also just play a neutral body in space. So one of the difficulties became, the audience will see you as this character in this scene, but then the next time they see you, they're supposed to believe that you're an embodiment of selfishness. You know what I mean? So we worked on transitions, and we almost thought of it more like music, that there's a lyrical sort of like one passage leads into the other. It's much bigger than anything I've worked with before. There's video, there's multiple musicians, it's a huge cast. So getting to be in charge of so many elements is really exciting to bring them all together to fulfill the vision that we've had. Sunlight.